Calling the Civil Service Commission meeting to order for September 17th, 2024. All commissioners are present, and I'll now hand it over to Chair Stevens.
Thank you. All right. Did everyone have an opportunity to look at the minutes from our last month's meeting?
Yes.
And if so, I would entertain a motion to accept those minutes.
Motion to accept the last meeting's minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? If we could get the Chief Examiner update, that would be great.
Good morning, Commissioners. I have just a few things to update you all on. I'll start off with our supported employment recruitment, which is just opened this week, and will be open through the 14th of October. Normally, if you recall, we do our own supported employment job fair every fall with kicking off our recruitment. This year, we're going to operate a little differently because the county is offering an access supported employment job fair October 2nd. So we have opted to assist in sponsoring that event and working with the county on this time around. And we'll be doing our own supported employment job fair in the spring with another recruitment. So we'll be doing 2 recruitments a year moving forward as opposed to just the one. So that's exciting, and we're looking forward to that. Paxton will have some more information on that when she does her marketing update for you all. I wanted to provide some quick quarterly numbers since this is our last meeting before the end of the quarter. So far this year, we've done 107 recruitments. We did a total of 162 in 2023, so we're on track to surpass that number. Last year's number was our highest number of recruitments ever. So what I think will happen is this year will also be a year with the most recruitments we've ever done. They do keep increasing. We've done 81 classification revisions or creations this year. Last year we did a total of 78. So we're already have surpassed that for classification work. And reclassifications of vacant positions for departments, we've already done 41 of those this year. Last year we did a total of 82, so we'll see how the year goes. Currently, classification work includes the engineering line, professional engineering line, recreation supervisor, engineering technician 1, enforcement specialist, and shortly work will begin on working on the HR analyst line and the entire inspection line for development services. So lots of work in the queue, ready to go. My next item, I just really wanted to take a moment to thank civil service staff. We do enormous amounts of work. And the complexity and volume of work that is produced is really just mind-boggling. And I'm really proud to work alongside all of you. So thank you for being such a great team. And then finally, I just want to do, yes, thank you, civil service team. My final update is I just really kind of want to give a quick shout out to the solid waste and City Cable 5 teams, solid waste collections. A little later on this morning, Paxton will present to you some video work we've been working on, day in the life videos, and solid waste collections worked with us on this. We built a great video that you will see shortly. Just thank you to refuse workers for letting us see and video your work. We really appreciate it. And that is all I have. Any questions?
You know, I just want to take an opportunity as a commissioner to echo what our chief examiner said. You know, oftentimes we sit up here, and I've said this before, a process comes before us and we seem to take about 30 seconds to say, oh gee, labor and management agree, approve. And I don't think any of us up here, except those who have worked more intimately with the city than I have, really understand the volume of work that you do. And for the last 10 or 12 years since I've been with you, it's becoming much more evident every day. So thank you all.
just add one more thing. If you're going to get kudos, you might as well get them all at the same time. One of the things that we as a commission really try to monitor and keep track of is the effectiveness of the office, how things are going, if the team appears to be collaborative and working toward the same goal. And just one of the things that we've noted and have mentioned amongst ourselves is just what a cohesive team that you appear to be, and just how effective you've been. And so again, thank you for your efforts. Thank you for supporting each other mutually, and thank you for the work you do for us.
All right. Well, we've got the mayor's running a little late this morning, so we could move to any agenda item that you deem appropriate, Chair.
I would suggest that we start with the marketing portion.
Great.
I'm interested to hear that.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Great. It's great to see you all. So I just want to give you a quick overview of some of the things that have been going on in my marketing world this year and upcoming plans that I have for Q4. First up is content updates. I've been dedicating a lot of time to updating our content so that we have a clear and consistent message through all of our platforms. And I've also been working to simplify the language around our around our merit system rules. Sometimes it gets a little complex and hard for people to understand, so I've been trying to make all of that clear and easy to understand. The channels I've been working on include employee FAQs, outgoing applicant emails, and website text. Next up is the new recruitment video. Our current recruitment video is a little bit outdated. It was created in 2017. So I'm excited to have a fresh new video to reel in potential applicants. My hopes for this video are to have something that is eye-catching and trendy that resonates with users on social media. And the goal would be to show potential applicants that the City of Spokane has a wide range of classifications for a variety of skill sets. We'll be completing, back one slide. We'll be completing production on this month, and deliverables will include 1 long-form video and 4 short-form videos for social media and streaming services. We also have booked 11 different events to promote civil service positions over the last year. Our final 3 events will be held this October. As Kelsey mentioned, the Access event is a job and resource fair for individuals with disabilities. That's going to be held on October 2nd. We are a sponsor of the event, and we'll also have a booth to speak to potential applicants. Next, we'll have the Gonzaga All Majors Career Fair. The goal of going to college career fairs is to position the City of Spokane as a top-of-mind employer for students as they graduate, and also to highlight the differences between our hiring processes and the private sector. Finally, we've got the Engineering and Computer Science Career Fair. That's the last one of the year, and getting applicants for engineering has been a struggle for us, so it'll be good to get in front of students that are going in the field. I also have members from ICM, Streets, and Engineering Services that'll be joining us to speak about their experience with the city and their job duties. You have a question?
Quick question.
Sure.
So do you work with any other, like the community colleges or Eastern or any of the other?
Yep, some of the other job fairs that I've attended were Eastern had an all-majors career fair in the spring. There's an KHQ WorkSource career fair. That's not a college one, but it's just a generalized career fair. And then, like I said, the Access. I think we've been to 3 different Eastern ones. We also went to some of the Expo 74 events just to get out to the public. Anything that we can get out there and just let people know what the jobs are that we have to offer. Yeah. As Kelsey mentioned, our supported employment job fair is traditionally in September or October of each year. But since the Access Career Fair is in October, we decided to move that to spring of 2025. This new timing also better aligns with the temporary and seasonal hiring of the city. So we hope to have participation from departments that are looking for full-time positions and temporary seasonal positions. The Merit Tour is an internal campaign that Shelley and I have put together that is meant to make our department a little more accessible for employees who can't easily access City Hall during working hours. So we're really just there to build relationships with employees and explain our processes and rules, make sure everyone has the correct information about our department. We've been to 8 different offsite locations, as you can see there on the screen so far in Q2 and in Q3. We've visited each twice, and we've really enjoyed the conversation so far. We've got one more coming up in Q4, and we're looking forward to some more engaging conversations. And then finally, Refuse Collector 1 has been in a position that has been hard to maintain employees. A lot of employees don't realize once they start the job what it all entails. So we created a video that does just that, explains what the job entails, and applicants can actually view the video before they apply. It lives on the job posting. So hopefully that will help people to better understand, and we plan on making more videos like this in the coming months and then into next year. So Bree will now go to that video just to show you guys what it looks like. So this is what the job posting looks like, and the video will be right there below the class summary.
Before you apply for the position of Refuse Collector 1, there are some things you need to know. Much like a mail courier, we work through every weather condition, be it snow, rain, or extreme temperatures. Nothing keeps us off our route. As a new refuse collector, you'll start with a manual route. That means that instead of riding in a truck with an automated arm for collection, you'll be riding on the back of one, exposed to the elements, doing the hard labor of moving heavy refuse carts. Many of our more seasoned refuse collectors have started at the bottom, as you will. Your day will start at 6:30 a.m., where you'll be lifting refuse carts that can weigh up to 250 pounds each, up to 500 times a day. Due to the size of the garbage trucks and the small alleys, you'll have to retrieve the carts manually and take them to the truck. That means you can walk up to 10 miles a day, every day. After your 6-hour route is completed, your dirty job isn't quite over yet. That's when it's time to empty your truck and wash it in preparation for your shift the next day. As a Refuse Collector 1, you'll have the opportunity to advance to a Refuse Collector 2 and 3 by gaining experience and earning your Class B CDL. If you're willing to put in the hard work, you can build a great, stable career with the City of Spokane.
All right, does anyone have any questions?
I was going to apply for it until they said I had to be there at 6:30 in the morning.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Paxton.
Thank you, Paxton. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go to the resolution on classifications on the agenda.
All right. Resolution 2024-10, classification classification actions. By city charter, each city department is allowed to have 2 employees that are exempt from the merit system rules, the department director and assistant director. The wastewater management department, which includes the sewer maintenance and water reclamation plant sections, has had 1 exempt position for many years. Recently, management and the M&P Professional Association concluded negotiations to convert the existing job classification of wastewater treatment plant manager, SPN 660, to an exempt position. Due to the conversion, the civil service job classification will not be used and may be deleted. We do have concurrence on this deletion from both management and M&P. We do recommend adoption of this classification resolution. Any questions?
I just remember council working on this, and I'm surprised that they've only had one exempt in that department.
For a long time.
Yeah, so they are entitled to two. That
Yep.
works, yeah.
Yep.
Motion?
I move to approve.
Discussion? I just have one procedural question, and that is, at what point would we entertain the deletion of the position versus just not filling it?
Oh, you mean just keeping the SPN?
The
but-
civil service classification.
I think that that would be appropriate if we knew if we knew an exempt position wasn't being created to take all of this work. We maybe would just leave it on the books, but I think that that decision is that they want a second exempt and therefore will never use this again, right? We're happy to bring it back if they'd like to reclassify the work.
Right, that was my question, was that it's not
Absolutely.
that it can't be reclassified and brought back at some point if the need is
Yes,
there.
absolutely.
All right. Any other questions, comments? Call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much.
I guess we move to budget.
Well, I guess it's.
I guess we go to budget.
Well, does anybody want to get up and pretend to be the mayor for a few minutes? Yeah, me either. We could move forward with the budget, just to be expeditious on our time and to keep things moving.
Okay, I'll go ahead and get started. All right, so over the last 2 months, as you may recall, I've presented a few options for our 25-26 budget. I am presenting a final draft budget today. The first draft overall city budget is due to city council by the 1st of October. So I have put this on for a vote today. The numbers have changed just a bit. I have worked with the budget director over the last few weeks since our last meeting to see if we could find some more money that we could cut that was less painful than the loss of a staff member. And we did. We found a few more dollars. And so our total, our total budget cuts for both 25 and 26 would be $63,257, up about a little less than 20,000 over the last presentation that I made last month, which was about 45,000. It eliminates a little bit more, which we would be taking that money from money set aside for vacation and sick time payouts for anyone who is retiring or leaving the department. I've informed staff that no one's allowed to leave for the next 2 years. No. There are no planned retirements in the next 24 months. If there were to be a departure, if someone, wins the lottery and decides to leave us, we could still adjust and account for those salary payouts or vacation and sick time payouts by just leaving the position vacant for a little bit longer than we'd need to sort of get those salary savings. But I've got a prettier budget presentation that I want to just sort of get into a little bit more of the nitty-gritty of what we do and how we spend our money and what the value that we bring to this organization. You ready? Yeah. Okay. So we are a small but mighty team of 12 that consists of myself, one chief examiner. I have 4 members of the admin team, and we have 7 analysts. You can see from the number that the bulk of our funds is spent at our wages and benefits, as I'm sure is all departments. I'm just going to break down by the numbers, by the classifications. So the chief examiner's pay and benefits for 2025 are $213,780, and then rise in 2026 to $222,690. And moving on to the analyst team, we have 1 senior merit system analyst, 3 Merit System Analyst 3s, and 3 Merit System Analyst 2s with their respective wages and benefits. Please let me know if you have questions along the way. Feel free to interrupt me. And then we have our admin team, which consists of 1 administrative manager, 1 marketing coordinator, and I have 2 office clerk specialists that make this department run. So all of these positions are, vital and do an enormous amount of work. What are our analysts doing most of the time? 70% of analysts' work is test development, which consists of a variety of different types of testing. We do multiple choice exams, training and experience evaluations, writing sample exam, performance testing that includes clerical skills testing, dispatcher skills testing, drafting, AutoCAD testing, surveying, driving testing. What I didn't include in this slide is just the work of screening and the recruiting piece, of screening applicants, and the long work of test development with it, which is working with our subject matter experts who are experts in their jobs to develop these tests and make sure that what we're testing folks on is really applicable to the work that we're testing and recruiting for. One of our biggest pieces of work that we do in the department for analysts are assessment centers. Assessment centers are used for police and fire promotional exams. They are rigorous evaluation processes conducted by external experts that we bring in from around the country. This is 6 to 9 months of dedicated work for an analyst. They cost about $10,000 a piece, and they include different types of testing, including situational judgment exams, structured interviews and oral boards, incident command exercises, role play exercises, oral presentation exercises, in-basket or day-in-the-life exercises, to ensure that we're promoting the folks that are really ready to move into leadership roles within the public safety departments. They really place candidates in simulations of as real-world scenarios as we can get that they will face on the job. For the fire department, we test their incident command abilities by using real trucks and radios. We bring in live actors in other rooms to respond as fire units and dispatchers. It can get quite complicated, but it is good work and sometimes probably the most creative work that we get to do. The other 30% of analysts' work is classification work. The analysts ensure our classifications accurately represent the work needed for the city of Spokane through job surveys, classification studies. A good example was the IT classifications that we brought and adopted last month. That was an enormous amount of work, and that work is ongoing. We're revising current class specs and creating new classifications when needed. As you can see from the chart, the job classifications continue to rise, which just increases the workload. We are trying to make a concerted effort to slow the rise of new classifications and delete classifications that no one's using anymore or are outdated and really don't have a use anymore. So hopefully you'll continue to see us coming before you with deletions as we work through the giant list of classifications we have. Any questions on testing or classification work? I'll move on to our admin team. Our admin team plays a vital role by providing essential support to staff. Their contributions are key to maintaining efficiency and enabling other team members to focus on their core responsibilities. Our administrative manager is the point of contact for all work in our department. She also does departmental education on rules and processes. She does off-site visits with Paxton. She manages all of our eligible lists. She processes all of our requisitions. She assigns work out to all of the analysts and, again, processes all of our work requests. Our office clerk specialists maintain all of the official employee files for our classified employees. They are the first point of contact for customer service for all of our incoming emails, phone calls, and public counter. They support the analysts with test development to include proctoring exams and our assessment centers. They facilitate all of the committee meetings. They pay our bills. They make sure that we get paid every 2 weeks. They are just vital. And then on to our recruitment marketing. We have in the budget, I have in the budget $55,000 each for the next 2 years for recruiting and marketing. This will ensure that we can continue to do job fairs, keep our contracts with Indeed and LinkedIn, continue to work on digital marketing, branding and graphic design, post jobs on each job boards, the video production, website development, content development, continued internal staff education for movement within the city, streaming services and event sponsorship. Yes, Karen?
Does 55,000 cover all of this? That's got to be kind of tight, doesn't it?
It is a little tight,
Okay.
but we're going to make it work.
Okay.
5 years ago, not even, I think 4 years ago, our advertising budget was $5,000 a year. So I've upped it considerably, and it's needed. It really is needed. So on average, our recruitments over the last 4 years, they have increased every single year, year over year. The days where we opened 60 jobs a year we're long past that. 2017 to 2020 with 99 recruitments, that's just the average. And, we're already 26% higher than that for the last 3 years. And again, we're already at 107 right now, and it's September. So we're doing quite a bit of work in the department. The other place that our money goes is overhead and interfund billing. There are a variety of things in the interfund that we and every department shares in the cost of. And those things are facility repairs, purchasing, accounting, risk management, custodial services. We're all paying into that pot to get those services provided to us from other departments in the city. And then our overhead, which is really only about $28,000, is just our basic operational expenses, office supplies, the rental of our copy machines, extra expenses that we need for assessment centers. And that's about it. Our budget breakdown, again, just as a sort of final look, is most notably personnel, obviously. Assessment centers, personnel and interfund billing are our two biggest expenses. We don't have a lot of fat. We run a pretty lean department. And then finally, for our budget cuts, where we pulled $63,000 out is terminated sick leave and vacation pay, as I said. We have had a temp seasonal in for the last 2 years working to digitize all of our employee files. That project is thankfully close to completion, so we won't be using any temp seasonals for the next year. Office supplies, we took money from operating supplies, minor equipment, office furniture we won't be needing. And then we took some money out of advertising, some transportation costs, and then airfare, local mileage, lodging, per diem, registration and schooling. We're really going to try and continue to get training and education for our team, but that traveling far away for conferences is just not in the budget this year or next year. And that we're going to try to, find things that are online or local for our staff to maintain training and schooling for the future. And that is all I have, and I am ready for questions or concerns.
Okay, I have a weird question. If let's say I'm a department head and I want 3 positions, I need 3 positions, and I come to you and say, I need 3 clerks, whatever, and you've got to put some work into creating the positions, descriptions, all of that. Can you charge any of that work to the departments?
We don't.
Okay.
And the theory being that we already are with taking the sort of 0.5 to 1% of the previous year's total
Okay.
total classified payroll, that's sort of built in. We're already sort of pre-taking. I think there are things, and we've had conversations of maybe having tiers of work, and that if someone wants really specialized work or really specialized recruitments that costs, some of the advertising is very expensive.
They might be able to pick some of
That maybe
up.
we would
Okay.
need to charge them for some of those services. That, you know, if they want radio spots, I mean, a 30-second radio spot is like $35,000. I mean, that's pretty much our whole year right there. But I think we're open to sort of looking at what those are. But currently, no.
Okay, thanks.
Just for the record, the cuts that you made, what percentage does that represent of your overall budget?
That would be 3%. 3%. The original ask from the city was, we called it the book one, or it was labeled as the book one, or a 10% cut. It wasn't really 10% of the actual full budget. It was 10% of an allocated number. So really, 3% we were cutting. They had asked us to cut 5.5. So 2.5% difference lets us keep a staff member.
And I think that's important to note that these cuts do not represent a cut in staff. And so I think that's something we want on the record as well. And then one other thing I'd like you to clarify, just so that we're all aware of it, when you look at the charter and it allocates 0.5 to 1%, historically the commission has run at about 0.8. Where does this put us?
This puts us at about 0.81, 8.82. So we're staying pretty close to where I feel very comfortable. I don't want it to get to the 1% because wages and benefits are only going to continue to rise over the course of time, and I think we just want to be prudent enough, but also make sure we're staffed appropriately to do the work that departments and employees need from us. So,
Thank you. Any additional questions, comments, concerns? Just one other comment. I do appreciate you doing this presentation because when we look at budget and mission, one of the things people always want to know is what value do you bring? And so I think this is a great snapshot. It certainly doesn't encapsulate everything that happens in that office day to day, but I think that it clearly illustrates the value that civil service brings to the city and its success in identifying, hiring, retaining, and promoting the right people.
I agree.
So, thank you. Do we have a motion on this budget?
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion?
No, other than to say that I know considerable work went into crunching numbers in many versions, and we've all spent a lot of time looking at these numbers, and I'm glad that we were able to come to a cut that keeps the staff, but also keeps the work moving, but also shows our willingness to help our city grow. So thank you all for all of that. I know that was a lot of work to do that. So,
Call for a vote. All approve.
aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you very much.
Thanks, Commissioners. That was a tough journey this time.
It was kind
Good
of
for
a
2 years.
Yeah, but good for 2
kind of a
years.
multi-month project there for you, and obviously just providing all the answers to the questions, the multiple questions that we shot at you. So thank you for that. Looks like we will move on to other business.
Anyone in our audience this morning have any other business they'd like to present? On that note,
Yeah, hearing none, I guess I will entertain a motion to end this meeting.
Well, should we put over the Mayor Brown introduction and proclamation? I think we have to do.
To the
that.
next month? Oh, yeah, you're right. We probably do have to defer that.
Yeah.
So does that require a motion to defer then?
I think so.
I think so.
Let's
yeah.
do that. So I will call for a motion to defer the mayor's presentation and proclamation to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second.
So moved.
Oh, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Nay? So that we'll move on to our next regularly scheduled meeting. Thank you for keeping us in the right track there. And now we can move to the last item.
I move adjournment of this meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Again, thank you to the entire civil service staff for the work you've done, just day to day and then in this budget presentation. Thank you.
thanks, Commissioners. I'll work with the mayor's staff to see if we can get her back next month.